Hey, what's going on, guys? So normally my channel is about thrifting and reselling and stuff like that, but today I'm gonna try to throw something out there fairly different. So recently I purchased a 2020 Toyota Tundra CrewMax TRD Pro, and had it for a couple weeks and found out that there's really not a lot of storage underneath the seat. So I'll show you. So if you look, there's really no clearance. You lift up the seat, there's just nothing there to put, you know, jumper cables or anything else you might have. So I have a bag of stuff over here, and that's not acceptable. So I made a purchase. It's a ESP Toyota Tundra CrewMax locking under seat storage, and I've seen a few of these purchased online from other people, and see if I was gonna give it a try myself. Most of the time, the other videos, it's like they have, the box comes with this template, and everyone's complaint is normally that that template is destroyed in shipping. So mine's in great shape and should be fairly easy to cut out. A few of the tools I was told that I needed were socket. This one's a 11/16 for the seats. May or may not need that, don't know. A razor to cut the carpet. And then everyone seems to have a problem with the foam being pretty dense. And so like a serrated knife seems to be a popular tool. I also got a X-Acto knife, so just in case. I don't really want to mess up having sloppy cuts. So anyways, let me get started and we'll see how this goes. Unboxed. Fairly nice feel, good quality piece. Keys. Let's go ahead and open up one of these compartments and see what it looks like inside. Nice. Yeah. It's way better than I thought it would be. Okay, well, I guess here's the list of tools you're gonna need. Let's see. Oh, I guess one important thing to note, especially since it was highlighted, very important on 2020 models equipped with Smart Key Skip Step 9. So Step 9 is vacuum mini loose foam lift and opening. Here we go. Take caution cutting center foam. Cut on lines from cutting from driver's side to passenger side. Do not cut all the way through. Pull up from back of foam and brake only. So what it's saying essentially is in this middle piece underneath here, there's a wire that goes through, and if you cut that, it's not a good thing. So we gotta be careful with that. The knife sucked. Yeah, this one's a little better. I don't know why I waited so long to switch over. Alright. let's go see what it looks like inside. These X's that I'm cutting are going to be for the seat bolts, so it can nest in there properly, so I can get a good trace so the stencil doesn't slide. So here's the stencil in the back. So you're going to want to line this X up with this, and we're going to remove this with the socket. It really wasn't on there too tight. I've seen other videos where the installation asks that you take the entire seat off, but yeah, I don't really want to do all that. I'm just going to screw this down just a little tighter, just because I don't want the thing to slide at all. I mean, literally you're cutting the carpet of your vehicle, and it seems sketchy. Anyway, so let's go to the other side. So, if you're wondering why I selected the one with the 3 compartments instead of like one solid storage space or an open one, I have car seats that come in here, and so I'm gonna need to open up the seats separately, and so to have an individual compartment on this side that I can access more frequently is what I really needed. And anything that's going to go in these two, it's probably not going to get used a lot, so it being covered for an extended period of time is going to be fine. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a marker and trace along these lines so that I can take this stencil off and cut with it removed. Sharpie. I would have preferred a different color that would have stood out, but I didn't have it, so I'm just going to go with what we got. Would have preferred like a silver or a color that stood out. So yeah, the Sharpie didn't stand out enough to make a difference at all, so I'm just gonna trace the stencil with my X-Acto knife and go from there. So you can kind of see where I trace it with the X-Acto knife. I didn't record while I was doing it because I want to make sure it was exact. I didn't really want to like mess it up. This is the most important part to me, not to mess up. So let's see. It'll start peeling up. Yeah. You can see there's insulation under there that maybe if we're careful enough we can save it. And my idea is to cut out these squares and put them inside of the box itself, you know, more like a sound barrier. If things are rattling, it might dampen the noise. So let me remove these and we'll go from there. So if you can see, it has like this insulation. I'm gonna try to peel that off, and maybe we could put this underneath this when we remove this, because I believe this is going to be just steel when we get to the bottom underneath here. And I mean, this might help with road noise a little bit, so I'm gonna try to save as much as I can. Peel off. It's not a lot, but it should help a little bit. And I mean, it's thin enough to where it shouldn't impact the depth of the box actually sitting nested inside the holes here. We may have to cut it to fit the box, but we're gonna fit it in there, so we may have to trim it a little bit to fit inside the box, but or not, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to cut just deep enough to where it kind of helps score the top surface of the foam underneath, because that's going to be the thick, just dense stuff that might be a little harder to cut. I'm being extra careful on this one because this is the one that says that the wire's underneath here. And while I don't think it's in the back, I just trying to be extra careful. Again, it seems super strange to be cutting up the back seat of my brand new truck. So here's the second piece right here. There we have our 3 holes with the felt back in the bottom of them, and we'll slide this in here and see how it looks. Wow, it just slid right in there. So yeah, wow, that's not bad. So it looks like I need to get this underneath the bolt, and I don't know, maybe if you do it here, I'll check and see, but yeah, I'll start on that and show you that final results of that. All 4 of these front bolts loosened. It should slide right under there. Okay, so I went ahead and took out the 2 middle bolts. Realized I was being super lazy by not taking them out. Let's see. Let's go to the other side and slide that one in. Okay, so start tightening these. Okay, so that's installed. Let's see how it looks. Can't even, looks factory. And I'll trim these up, but wow, I'm very satisfied with that. We have the carpet trimmed and all the squares, and now, yeah, so that makes a big difference. I mean, everything was fitting in this dumb blue bag and it was sitting right here, so I no longer need that, and just, it's gone until I need it. completely installed. Lower the seats down. Let's see, some things I would have done differently is starting out, I wouldn't have used that dull razor blade at the beginning. Definitely took a little longer with that. And I would have gotten a Sharpie that would have shown on the carpet. That would have been a lot easier. And yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty easy install. I think literally anyone could do it. And it looks professionally done, even by me. The cost of the unit was $499.99, and it was free shipping. And I used a promotional code, which I can provide below in the description, and it gave me $50 off. So $449.99 to my house, and it only took not even a week to get here. So in less than a week, or you could have under your seat storage as well. So I hope this helped. I'm sorry if my video was terrible, but I hope the content was worthwhile and you can use it. So if you have any comments or questions, do that below, and we'll see you soon.